who was recently on the Golden State Valkyries, has been signed to the Indiana Fever.
The Indiana Fever just added somebody to the roster, and it's Chloe Bibby, man.
The Indiana Fever have just signed Australian forward Chloe Bibby on a 7-day contract, sparking speculation that she's here to replace Caitlin Clark amid rumors Clark is leaving the team. But what's really going on? Let's break it down. On July 25th, 2025, the Fever announced the signing of Chloe Bibby, an Australian forward, to a 7-day hardship contract. Bibby had recently played for the Golden State Valkyries, averaging approximately 6.4 points and 2.8 rebounds per game before being waived on June 30th. This is a short-term emergency deal, not a long-term replacement.
See, without Caitlin Clark, we're just going to have that with the Indiana. Without Caitlin Clark, this is not like Showtime Fever.
This move comes during Caitlin Clark's ongoing absence with a groin injury, which has sidelined her from 12 games so far. The first injuries in her college and WNBA career, Indiana, is also missing other guards like Sophie Cunningham, ankle, and Sydney Colson, leg, creating a roster need. As a result, the team needed immediate depth under the WNBA hardship exemption rules. Some viral content claims the Fever hired a new player to replace Caitlin Clark, and that Clark is leaving the Fever. Mirroring titles like Fever hired new player to replace Caitlin Clark. She is leaving Fever soon. However, Clark herself has not announced leaving Indiana. Instead, fans interpreted cautious comments she made earlier about her future as uncertainty. But she has not signaled an exit from the Fever. Media coverage confirms the Bibby signing was due to injuries, not a move motivated by Clark's departure speculation. Medical evaluation as of July 24, 2025, confirmed no additional damage, but no timetable for Caitlin's return due to recurring injuries, quad and groin. In her absence, veteran guard Sophie Cunningham has stepped into the starting role on a more permanent basis. State of the team: Indiana is hovering near the playoff bubble at 7th or 8th seed, trying to hold ground while adjusting rotation. So, who is Chloe Bibby, an Australian national team player, fresh off winning gold with the Opals at the 2025 FIBA Women's Asia Cup? She was league MVP in Poland and Spain during recent seasons. Experienced overseas talent who can stretch the floor as a forward with spacing skills. The team signed her for immediate help up front, not to replace Clark. As soon as the signing was announced, social media exploded. Some fans panicked, assuming this was the end of Caitlin's time in Indiana. Others were more grounded, pointing out that hardship contracts happen all the time in the WNBA. One user wrote, "Bibby's solid, but Clark is irreplaceable. Let's stop the fake news." But the loudest voices got the most clicks, and confusion followed. Clip of Clark's jersey trending in the WNBA shop. Interestingly, while these rumors swirled, Clark's jersey remained the top seller across the league. Clearly the fans still believe. Graphic, calendar showing Bibby's 7-day contract timeline. So what happens when Bibby's 7-day contract ends? The Fever have a few choices. Let her go when the injured players return. Extend her deal for another 7-day term, allowed under WNBA rules. Or offer her a rest of season spot if other players don't return. It all depends on Caitlin's injury timeline, as well as Sophie Cunningham and Colson's recoveries. The front office will reassess next week. So here's the real story. No, Caitlin Clark isn't leaving. Yes, Chloe Bibby was signed, but only to help while injuries pile up. And no, the Fever aren't replacing their franchise player. They're just trying to survive without her. Don't fall for the drama. Get the facts right here. Now here's the real question fans are starting to ask. Is Indiana doing enough to protect Caitlin Clark's long-term health and career? She's played heavy minutes in one of the most physical rookie seasons we've ever seen. Combine that with minimal rest, targeted defense, and national pressure, and you've got a recipe for burnout or injury. Quote overlay: "The Fever are walking a tightrope. One wrong move and they risk damaging the face of the league." Voiceover continues. Several analysts, including former WNBA stars, have called out the Fever's front office for not having enough veteran depth and for over-relying on Clark instead of pacing her development. On-screen poll suggestion: Should Caitlin Clark sit the rest of the season and recover fully? So here's what we know. Chloe Bibby is a temporary fill-in, not Caitlin Clark's replacement. Clark is still the centerpiece of the Fever. She's just sidelined for now. And no matter the drama, the WNBA spotlight isn't moving off Caitlin Clark anytime soon. The Fever are simply buying time, and the season isn't over yet. If you want more truth, more depth, and fewer clickbait headlines, subscribe to WNBA Insiders. New breakdowns every week. This has been your inside look at the Indiana Fever's latest